Hello, this is Saim Hassan, and in this tutorial we are going to learn basics of Adobe Photoshop. So let's get started without wasting time. This is the layout of Adobe Photoshop when you open it for the first time. Right here, this is the toolbar. You can drag it and place it wherever you want. Here on the top, this is the menu bar. Inside the menu bar, there's a file menu, and I hope you're familiar with most of the options. For example, new, open, open as, save and save as, save for web, import, export, etc. Here is the edit menu. Inside the edit menu, there are some basic functionalities like cut, copy, paste, redo, undo, and for the image adjustments, we choose the image menu. Here's the layer menu and some others. We'll study them maybe. So to start working in Adobe Photoshop, we need to have a page. That is the first thing we gotta have. You can have the page in two different ways. You can either go to File and click New, or you can use a shortcut key Control N on your keyboard. This dialog box appears. Here you can put the name, whatever name you want to put to the file you are going to make. So for example, we are going to make a basic design. Well, it's just a basic, and the preset, that means built-in paper sizes, you can say built-in paper size or the workspace size that you're going to use. If you use US paper size, you'll notice that the width and height change to 8.5 and the units change to inches. If we change it into photo, you'll see that it is now 3 and 2 into inches. So it's nothing special, it's just some paper sizes. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to click custom and I'm going to make my own. I'm going to use the width 1000 pixels, change the units to pixels, and by 1000, okay, that's 600 pixels, that's fine. Resolution, what is resolution? Okay, in this case, these are the pixels. What are pixels? Pixels are actually the smallest unit of the graphics on your screen. I will show you in a while what a pixel is. And the resolution, this is how many pixels are going to be in 1 square inch. So pixels per inch means there are going to be 300 pixels in 1 square inch. The more pixels there are, the more fine is the quality of your image, but it also increases the file size. Color modes, two types of color modes are mostly used, like RGB and CMYK color. So RGB, you will use RGB when you are going to use your graphics in a movie file or something that is going to be animated in the end, and CMYK colors, you will use them when you are going to use your graphics for the still image or for print media kind of things. So I'm gonna use RGB, it gives more options. And this is the background contents. If you choose the white background, the paper that is going to be created is gonna have a white background initially, and if you click on transparent, your page is gonna be transparent and it's not gonna have anything in it. We'll see that in a while. And background color you can choose if you want, but mostly I prefer white background, because we can anytime we can remove the white background and we can just move to the transparent background. But let's start with the white background and hit OK. So this is the page that we just created. 1000 is the width and 600 pixels is the height. So if I zoom in on this corner, on this upper corner, I can't see anything. It's really very fine because all the pixels have the same colors, so it's not possible to see the borders. Okay, if we click on layers, this is the image that we just created with a white background. Let's create another file. I'm just going to click on this bar, this title bar of the page, and drag it and drop. Okay, this is the page we just created. I'm gonna create another page with the transparent background. Let's go to File, New, I'm gonna name it basic 2, and I'm gonna choose transparent background and hit OK. Okay, and drag it. It is here, and this is a white background, this is a transparent background. I'm gonna drag it and put it here. Now you can see there are two different pages, one with the transparent background and one with the white background. It doesn't really matter, but if I click on this page and click on layers, if you don't see the layer menu here, you can use the F7 key on your keyboard and it will pop up the layers menu. Inside the layers, you can see that this page has one layer. A layer, you can consider the layer as a page of the book or something. So this is the page, but it is transparent, so you can see through it. And this page, it is also a page, but it is not transparent, you can see through it. So both are just the same, but we'll see how we can use them. I'm gonna choose this white background page. I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna drag this page right here and drop. Okay, now to expand the page, hit F key on your keyboard, it expands, the screen expands. Hit F key on your keyboard again, everything goes to black except your page. So this is a very good thing to see your page clearly with a white surrounding, black surroundings. Hit F key again and you will go back to the previous mode. Now if you hit F key and if you want to move the page around, hold the space key on your keyboard and use the left mouse button, drag the page. Hold the space key and drag the mouse and you can put the page anywhere. Now if you want to zoom in, hit Z key on your keyboard and use the left mouse button, click once, click, click. Now if you want to move the page, again hold space and use your left mouse button, you can move the page around. If you want to zoom out, hold Alt key after hitting the Z key on your keyboard or choosing the zoom options from here. You can choose Alt on your keyboard and hit left mouse button. You can zoom out. Using space and left mouse button, I can adjust the page wherever I want. Now let's study the first tool. I'm gonna hit F key and go to the previous mode. Hit F7 so you can see what's going on inside the layers. Now this is the toolbar that we are going to study. In this toolbar, the first option is select and move. The shortcut key for this is V. You can use the V key to move any object on your paper, on your screen. For example, if I have an object on the screen, like if I have this box and I want to move it around, I can hit the V key on my keyboard. Hitting the V key on the keyboard and using the left mouse button, we can move the box around. Now inside the layers menu, you can see a small icon, kind of eye. If you hit on this, it will put the layer into invisible mode. So as I told you before, you can consider of these layers as pages. So this is the page that is below and this is the page that is on this basic page. So it is always on the top of the bottom layer. That is the reason we cannot see through it. But if I double click on this layer, if you see here, it is there is a small lock icon that indicates that this layer is locked. But this new layer which we just created, it does not have this lock icon. That is the reason we are able to move this. But if I click on this page, the one on behind this box, and try to move it using the select and move and move it, it will give us an error. Could not use the move tool because the layer is locked. Hit OK, and if you want to unlock this layer, it's very easy. Just double click on it and choose the name, whatever name you want to put. Let's give it a name, background page, and hit OK. Now the layer is unlocked. Now you can choose this page layer and move it around. Now you can see there is a checker box behind this orange box. That means this checker box is